and my fellow colleagues and ladies and gentlemen. As I have been given a task to speak on whether the journalists in our states are doing journalism, true journalism or not. Let me be honest. In fact, I'm not. I'm also part of that. We are not at all doing journalism in our state. Why I see this because I won't quantify, but based on contents we are giving out to masses, based on the content in the input and information we are disseminating for our masses, I think we are far below the national average and international average, far from the national international average. And I honestly being a union president, being a chief reporter and staff leader of Arunachal Times, I also take that responsibility. Why I said this because I'm also part of that. I can't just passing this box to my colleagues, passing this box on to my colleagues, saying that I'm doing that through journalism, but you are not doing. Honestly, I'm not going to say that. There are a few things I would like to highlight. Why we are failing our state as journalists in giving accurate information to our people, to our masses. There are so many factors, but I would like to highlight a few things since my seniors they have spoken a length on how quality journalism should be. I think I have only few things left to speak, but I would, of course, I would share among our reporters and among our contents, what we put out on, be it on in print media, be it on social media, be it on electronic digital media, a lack of accuracy. I think many of you might have noticed, like the current story is going on about unification of White House and visible from the visible vendors by state administration. I would say self-styled biodiversity chairperson who identified him as a representative of forest department. Thankfully, forest department disowned him, and we just put out those information, including me. I did that program, the reporting for Arunachal Times. We just put out that information on our respective page and respective media. We forget to identify since if any of you gone through if you have read about that order issued by Deputy Commissioner Alok himself on March 27, 2025. If you read that order, somewhere it written, forest item. Forest item. If you are a journalist, you need to you have to able to pinpoint what the things are left with the authority. In that order, somewhere it's mentioned forest items. Forest items is a big term for not only for the tribal state like Arunachal, but I mean in generic terms you may say it's a vague term because in forest items lot of things can come like onion is a famous herb for everyone every tribe. We eat onions, we eat oil, and so many things are there. And based on that order, this guy, he gone to see all those vegetables. Why I am pointing this? Because we were lack of accuracy. We could have pointed out this flaws from the part of district administration and from the part of forest department, but we failed. We just gave a plain report. In fact, somewhere I saw on social media, one guy he did comprehensive analysis on this that topic. How forest department come out? If at all it was banned in endangered species in endangered bird, forest department notified. but you can't. Those notified herbs cannot be harvested, cannot be planted, and cannot be eaten. Those things be cleared up. That's why I'm saying we were lack of accuracy. And why I'm pointing out that I said inaccurate reports, gives halfway information to our masses, our society. When we are fed with a halfway information, our society will not transform. As my seniors have pointed out, and we tend to, sensationalize any report. बहुत सारा ऐसा चैनल मैं देख रहा था जिस तरह से एक एक सेशन तो ऐसा था कि वाज लाइक ऐसा लग रहा था कि इंट्रोगेशन रूम है लोग तुमको इंट्रोगेट कर रहे हैं और आई मीन वो नागुम का इंट्रोगेट कर रहा है ठीक है जर्नलिज्म को जरूरी है लेकिन हम तो ट्रेडिशनल मीडिया से बिलोंग करते हैं आई डोंट encourage those things because somewhere you overstate your journalistic line your journalistic ethics आप ज्यादा मीडिया ट्रायल पे जब जाता है ना I think you all have experienced have seen what Riya Chakrabarti case when Sushant Singh Rajput died by suicide Arnab Goswami like one of the Indian topmost anchor like Arnab Goswami he literally declared someone as a murderer Riya Chakrabarti was part of the conspiracy which led to the suicide of the budding actor. We should not sensationalize any issue, any topic. A journalist should be well within our, journalistic ethics frame. We should not overstep. Once you overstep, it will boomerang. Like chicken come home, you will have to face the news. And I think we have faced enough. Currently, I won't specify. Currently we are facing news of our own tablet, of our own medication. The content wise and prioritization of content. Of course, it's a blurred line, I would say. It's a debatable topic. Whether I would choose advertisement-driven content or whether I would choose journalistic, content. I think it's a debatable topic, but at the end, as a journalist, as you are considered not mandated. I won't say mandated, but you are considered regarded as a journalist. I think you should prefer a news over advertisement. No matter. Hello. Am I audible? Hello. Yeah. No matter it may threaten your survival of your news agency, your newspaper, your whatever your establishment. But as a journalist, I would always encourage you to prefer news over advertisement because that's why people regard us. We cannot go around sit proclaiming I'm a journalist, I have this much of privilege, I should access to this, I should access to that. I think you should enjoy that privilege only when you do a journalism. You should ever distinguish what is your profession and what is your business. Once you fail that, where our journalism dies. Another thing I really would like to highlight, of the years when after advent of AI and social media, there's a term called news avoidance. In so many in many of advanced countries, many people don't read newspaper and news at all because it cause you anxiety. Some section of intellect people they avoid news reading. and they avoid to access whatever content put out on social media. They really, that's term for you news avoidance, because you are not getting any positive news from the information, the medium, different mediums you are getting information from. Once you access those mediums, you only get anxieties, depressions. That's why certain sections of the Western peoples, they are start avoiding accessing to news channel, watching news channel, and reading newspaper. Why these things is happening? Because we are not giving a quality journalism out there. This is the only reasons the news avoidance is prevalent in Western society. Maybe not in India. It is a new term in Indian media. So, as a journalist, I think we should always, put the inconvenience question to people, people those who are in power. That's our fundamental job. And as journalists, like Mukula has said, we should able to, we should able to understand, we should able to report what our state exchequer is doing, and what our state exchequer, how our state exchequer is being spent. I think being a journalist, we have to know and we have to report. If we keep our citizens informed, then only society would be vibrant. Then only we could term that democracy as a vibrant democracy. Or else we would be like giving a the bunch of donkeys and burboks who are not getting real information from the media outlets. ऐसे भी आपको एडवाइजरी तौर पे ऑर्गेनाइजर ऑर्गेनाइजेशन ने बोला कि आज तो गाली दे रहा हूँ, मैं गाली नहीं दूंगा, इसलिए मैं I was self deprecating, I would say, उनको भी गाली दे रहा हूँ. I'm part of that background. हम स्पेशली प्रिंट मीडिया अच्छा काम कर रहा है, हम आपसे ज्यादा अच्छा काम कर रहा है, वो मैं नहीं कहता हूँ, लेकिन एक चीज तो आप सब मानना पड़ेगा कि जो प्रायोरिटी जो शिफ्ट है ना, हमारा जो प्रायोरिटाइजेशन जो ये कंटेंट का ऊपर जो करता है, आप भी देखिए, we took so much pain to organize this event. सोना भाई ने इतना मेहनत किया, ये देवेन भाई ने इतना मेहनत किया ये इवेंट को, और 2 weeks ago से हम लोग इन्फॉर्म किया, और बहुत सारा लोग ने नहीं आया जिसको आना चाहिए, जिसका रिपोर्टिंग को लेके इतना हम लोग इश्यू है, करेक्ट करना चाहते हैं, वो तो नहीं आया. पता नहीं उनका अपना रीजन होगा. तो ऐसा भी नहीं होना है कि देखो, मैं तो अभी भी सीख रहा हूँ, जब मेरा आइडल्स तो मेरे सामने में बैठा हुआ, अभी भी मैं सीख रहा हूँ. आपका अपना ये प्रोफेशन में कभी भी ऐसा मोड मत लाइए, आई नो एवरीथिंग वाला एटीट्यूड, कभी भी वो एटीट्यूड डेवलप मत कीजिए, कुछ नहीं सीखेगा. कोई आपको करेक्ट कर रहा है, कोई पॉइंट आउट कर रहा है, आपका फ्लॉस को कर रहा है, तो आप एक्सेप्ट करना सीखिए, एप्रिशिएट करना सीखिए, ताकि रिएक्ट करने का बदले. जस्ट हम एग्जांपल तौर पे मैं शेयर कर रहा हूँ, मैं जस्ट वो रिसेंटली एक दो कंटेंट को देख के मैंने अपना जीनियर्स लोग को पर्सनल टेक्स्ट किया है, बहुत लोगों से इतना खराब से रिएक्शन मिला कि मतलब दोबारा मैंने उसको करेक्ट करने के लिए डर लगा. मन सोचा मुझे क्या मिलेगा यार, गो ऑन कीजिए ना. आफ्टर ऑल सोसाइटी आपको, अगर इफ यू आर ए पेड जर्नलिस्ट, सोसाइटी आपको रिकॉग्निशन नहीं देगा. और जो मतलब मैम का सामने तारीफ कर रहा है, जैसे आओ दोनों बैठा होगा, मैम को तोमको मीना को बेस्ट जर्नलिस्ट, इसलिए का पॉपुलर जर्नलिस्ट, ऐसा नहीं बना. मतलब ईयर्स ऑफ उसका कंसिस्टेंसी, उसका क्रेडिबिलिटी, और उसने सो मच ऑफ सेक्रीफाइस उसने वो किया. गोली का गया ऑफिस में था, हम नहीं उठाते हॉस्पिटल, आज भी मेरा बच्चे से बचा है, हम बोल सके. मतलब एक जो डेडिकेशन है, मतलब इसलिए भी हम सबका इंस्पिरेशन है, वो डेडिकेशन है, इसलिए आज मैम का नाम है. और हम चाहते हैं कि आप सब में अमॉन्ग यू मैम का जैसे मैम को इंस्पिरेशन मिले, ये फील्ड को जो भी मतलब ऑप्ट कर रहे हैं ना, आई रियली वांट टू सी ऑल ऑफ यू एज ए कॉमन रेना, औदा यहाँ बैठा हुआ है लेजिस्लेटर, तो शायद हम लोग नहीं बन पाएगा। कोई अगर प्रिपेयर कर रहा है तो ही वुड बी वो सोर्स में इंस्पिरेशन। 2003 बेच एफिशिएंसी बेच है। तो हम ज्यादा नहीं बोलूंगा, गाली बोल लो क्या, आज मैं गाली नहीं दूंगा, इसलिए प्रिपेयर करके आए। और बाद में क्वेश्चन आंसर होंगे, कुछ भी अगर कंफ्यूजन हो, हमको भी लग रहा था थोड़ा सा मोनोटोनी हो रहा था, क्योंकि सब और आगे आगे स्पीच देके चला जाता है, आपका माइंड में क्या चल रहा होगा, Q&A सेशन होगा। आई थिंक दैट वुड बी इंटरेस्टिंग। थैंक यू सो मच। अगर गलती होने से